Hey, it's a boy Tjay2dope back with that banger. Today we're about to react to the most intense episode, Drake and Josh. but um, but yeah, man. Shout out aggressively average. He a pretty good dude. I like some of his videos. I was binge watching some of them. He be going back in time to talk about episodes of Drake and Josh, Story 101, Victorious, Sam Cat, mainly Nick episodes. I haven't really go all the way down to like his older videos. I'm pretty sure he goes on Disney Channel shows too, probably That's a Raven and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna see, but so far it's been like Nickelodeon shows. So yeah, but it's some classics though. So yeah, we're gonna see what he talking about, like which episode he talking about. I feel like it's the one where like Drake and Josh. No wait, it's probably that one episode where Josh just kept ignoring Drake, if I can remember. We're gonna see. Let's get straight into it, man. Remember, follow my Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Request reactions. Follow my Reddit. Join the Tjay2dope game community.
Years since Josh is done premiered, old, sad, and decrepit are three words that describe how I'm feeling right now. Josh is done premiered as part of season 4 of Drake and Josh all the way back in February of 2007, releasing just 5 days before my girl Britney Spears famously crashed out and shaved her head. And I'm not trying to say this episode caused her to freak out, but this might have been the thing that tipped her over the edge. Despite Drake and Josh being an extremely memorable show, this episode in particular has always stayed in the back of my mind ever since I saw it all those years ago. And it seems you guys remember it just as well as me, because this is one of the most requested Drake and Josh episodes we get in the comments. So I'm excited. Great day. And subscribe. Show's open. Drake calls Josh and hassles him to come play ping pong with him, even though Josh repeatedly says no and that he's busy studying.
No! What is wrong with you?
But finally, Josh gives in. Drake throws a ping pong paddle directly at Josh's dick and balls, and he does not apologize. Josh says it's really important that they study for their exam because it's worth 30% of their grade. But since he has no balls, he agrees to play ping pong with Drake instead of studying. Yet again. Honestly, Josh played ping pong with Drake last night.
I get the good paddle.
You get the bad one.
Like,
Be right up.
And this morning.
They just stop you from yapping.
Josh is a big boy. He has some free will. He doesn't have to play ping pong if he didn't want to. And it's kind of weird how the cold open connects directly to the next scene after it.
but it's so crazy looking at Josh Peck, bro, how much weight he lost. I don't know if they got something to do with dance narrative and him making him take Ozempic. I mean, that's what I heard, but I don't know. You know, people like to make up shit on the internet, but it wouldn't be. What am I trying to say? I wouldn't put that past me if Dan really made him take some type of drugs that's gonna make him get skinnier. Okay, it was kind of a quick recovery. I'm like, he got skinny each episode. Like he was big, he was kind of big. He's not that big. Then he got skinny. Like it was like 4 seasons, right? He got skinny as hell.
And the overall plot of the episode, for that matter. I feel like the talking head cold open.
But yeah, that nigga Drake, he used to be annoying to Josh. I know Josh was so annoyed by him. Like,
Is usually purely random and has almost nothing to do with the plot ever. Also, since when do Drake and Josh have a giant ping pong table in their room? I don't think it's ever been there before, and I don't think it's ever seen again. Where the hell did it come from? When Drake and Josh are playing ping pong the morning before the test, Josh completely chucks his damn paddle out the window. So Drake runs downstairs to get another one so they can finish the match before their test. And while he's downstairs, he gets a call from a pretty girl who wants to make out before school. What?
nah, that do sound crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That do sound crazy.
And Megan and plays whale noises in the background from her Pear laptop to help add to the mood. Okay. Why did this girl...
Yeah, certain moments like that, I feel like Dan or whoever else, they knew what they was doing. See, we was kids, we didn't realize like that was disgusting. We thought that was stupid and funny. The more we grow up, we're like, oh, whoa, that's kind of crazy, gang. Yeah, you tripping. Now, hold on, gang, you tripping.
call the house phone. We see that they have cell phones. The mom could have answered the phone. The mom could have been listening in on another line. Just text him for that matter. You don't even have to call him. Drake, of course, leaves to go meet up with the girl,
Yeah,
thinking with his dick, as usual. And a minute later, Josh comes downstairs.
Yeah, I do that
Megan
a lot.
says Drake already left, and Josh freaks out because their important exam starts in 24 minutes. There's no other way to put it. And
Hold on, I just realized something. This is Miranda Cosgrove when she was playing iCarly, right? I'm pretty sure Drake and Josh ended 2008, right? Am I tripping? I could have sworn it came out. Yeah, 4 seasons. It started in 2004. I'm about to see. Yeah, it ended in 2008. Wait, hold on. No, it ended in 2007. My fault. 4 seasons. So when the iCarly come, I could have sworn it came in 2006. Right? Am I tripping? I'm dead ass looking shit already. Oh, so it started in 2006. Okay. But she did that film in 2008. Oh, that makes sense. Cause they had like a...
and he has no ride to school. He decides to take his bike, but that isn't an option either because Drake ran it over last night.
If I take my bike, I should be able to get there.
Can't ride your bike.
Why?
Drake ran over it last night.
Oh,
Yeah, Drake. It's like Drake be making his life a little hell sometimes, bro. I feel sorry for Josh sometimes.
With no other choice, he makes a run for it, and school is 2.5 miles away. He's gonna need an impressive mile time to run at that pace with a backpack full of textbooks slung over his shoulder. And I will point out, in modern times, the easy solution here would be Josh just calls an Uber and makes Drake pay for it later.
I mean, have you ever heard of a taxi cab, though? I mean, he can call it a taxi cab, but see, that's even worse, though. They be OD. They be OD charging. But they don't pay them motherfuckers good enough. So, you gonna OD charge motherfuckers more than Uber to drive the cab, right? But y'all don't pay them that much. Now, even nowadays, they don't pay them. I don't get that. But okay, and the tips probably ass. You gotta be real lucky. Yeah, that don't make sense. But hey, what can I say?
But this was 2007, so no luck there for Josh. Cut to the classroom where Drake is making out with the girl without a care in the world, and the teacher goes and locks the door as class is starting, and so is the exam. Josh faceplants into the door covered in sweat and screams that he's sorry he's late and begs to still take the test. And I think Josh actually fucking slammed into the door because he left a face print on it. And look, straight up, this teacher is an asshole. Exams means it's the end of the term usually. Surely by now he knows what kind of student Josh is. He tries very hard and...
Yeah, like... He exactly. He ain't had to be a dickhead to Josh. He know the type of student he is. He know Josh like that. Come on. He 5 seconds late. You want to let him in and take the exam? That don't make sense.
Class. He cares a lot about his academics, and the teacher should know this. What kind of rule is that to enforce? What about family emergencies? Anything. The teacher tells Josh he can take a makeup exam Saturday at 6 a.m., but he's gonna be marked down an entire letter grade. Josh loses his goddamn mind and tries to attack Drake right there in the classroom, but the other kids intervene. Why would they do that? High schoolers love fights. Unrealistic. And Josh leaves after being screamed at again by the teacher to get...
Well, I guess for one, they nerds. They're not used to high school fights. And for two, they know it's Josh. They don't want Josh to be on that. So they shocked that Josh just crashed the note. Cause he just like them. So
Get the hell out. Drake barely even reacts as well as Josh is sobbing over this entire situation. Bro just kind of stares at him and doesn't say anything. Later at home, Drake gives Josh a half-assed apology and says he got him a sit and bounce to make up for everything. Megan comments,
Doesn't that kid Robbie next door sit and bounce just like that?
No.
and she's talking about the same neighbor Robbie from Treehouse, the previous episode. And it's strongly implied that Drake just stole this toy from him. And really, Drake, you just blew up his treehouse one episode ago, the only place he could go to cry in private. And now you're stealing from him? Hasn't the kid been through enough? Josh hardly...
yeah, Drake stealing from kids is kind of crazy. But the real Drake, like the artist, all right, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. Like they say, he innocent, but we don't know.
reacts, and he doesn't act angry or mad at Drake, but his non-reaction is kinda worse. He just focuses on reading his book and doesn't pay much mind to Drake at all. He's just completely checked out at this point.
I'm not mad at you. I'm done.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Megan tells Drake, wow, you really fucked up on this one, huh? And Drake says, nah, it's no big deal. Josh will pout for a few days and get over it. But Megan says this sounds serious. And then Robbie busts through the front door and reclaims his sit and bounce, kicking Drake in the shins. Deserved. Cut to the premiere, and Josh is hanging out with Craig, Eric, and a coworker who we don't usually see out of uniform. So I guess that's pretty cool. Crazy Steve comes over and asks Josh for help with the popcorn machine, and Josh declines because he isn't working tonight. So Steve assaults Eric and launches Craig's hot dog across the room.
Are you tired of all of those annoying ads cluttering your feed?
Yeah, Crazy Steve was bipolar as fuck. Yeah, Crazy Steve was bipolar, dog.
And launches Craig's hot dog across the room.
Why'd he chuck my wiener?
Drake walks over and pulls
Hey,
up a chair
yo.
and asks Josh if he's down to see a bad movie since it's Bad Movie Tuesday. But Josh says him and his crew are going to see a laser light show. Then why did they go to a movie theater? Just to buy overpriced hot dogs? Literally, who goes to a movie theater with no intent of seeing a film? Drake, of course upset, complains that it's been 5 days already and asks Josh when he'll stop being mad. To which Josh replies,
I told you I'm not mad at you. I'm done with you.
ouch. Cut to Drake playing his guitar in bed, and Megan asks if he's even gotten out of bed today at any point. She calls him out for being upset about not having a brother anymore and being demoted to just roommate by Josh.
I guess we'll be roommates until the day I leave for college, but that's all we'll be is roommates. I'm done with you.
He denies it and
Sassy
says he
boy.
doesn't care and says that Josh needs him way more than he needs Josh, but Megan isn't buying any of that bullshit. Josh then enters the room and announces to Megan that he aced the makeup exam and a pretty girl asked him out, and it's kind of funny how he's clearly trying to use Megan as the replacement here. He then tears off his tearaway pants to reveal some athletic shorts, and the audience goes, which makes me uncomfortable. He says he's off to go play some racquetball, and damn, Josh is a big baller. $250 for a racquetball racket? After Josh leaves, one of Drake's guitar strings breaks. Of course it does. At the premiere, Josh gets a random $6 tip from a customer. And yeah, that's nice and all, but who tips at a movie theater snack counter? And Craig and Eric are out here with loose lips, yapping Josh's personal business to everyone at the premiere.
You left your rash cream in my glove compartment.
To which Josh says he doesn't need it anymore.
My rash went away.
You've had that rash for 3 years. Why would it just go away all of a sudden?
Then clearly the rash cream wasn't working.
Yeah, they were so embarrassing, bro. I'm like, wow. That's why I be talking about nerds, bro. Y'all human weird. Y'all be talking about different shit. Y'all be like, what's up with y'all? Like, bro, you telling motherfuckers business and shit. Like, nigga getting bitches. Calm down. You don't even hear that?
Working anyway? What was bro putting on his skin for 3 years? Drake shows up at the premiere bitching that their car ran out of gas because Josh didn't fill it like he normally does, and then he says he's going to go see a movie because their mom gave him $10 to get out of the house. Josh's coworker tells him that movies actually cost $11, not $10. So Drake says fine, then I'm just going right in, to which he does. And this may seem crazy of Drake, but believe it or not, this same strategy works just a few episodes later in the Megan's First Kiss episode.
Tickets, please.
Oh, we don't have tickets.
Oh, must be catching our movie. Not the preview.
Totally do.
But Josh calls security, and Drake is promptly removed, while Josh nonchalantly discusses different types of sandwiches with his coworkers. And I find it interesting they keep saying the word hoagie, since that's kind of a Philly thing, and they're supposed to be in San Diego.
So what's the difference between a hoagie and a submarine sandwich?
I always thought a hoagie was a hot sandwich and a submarine could be served hot or cold.
Do people say hoagie there? I mean, I didn't think they did. If you're from San Diego, let me know. Cut to class where Drake barely makes it on time because Josh doesn't wake him up in the morning anymore. And as he walks to his seat, there's actually a boom mic visible at the top of the screen, proving that not only is Drake's life falling apart without Josh's friendship, but the actual production quality of the show has began to suffer as well. A girl points out that Drake has a zit, and he freaks out because he's never had a zit before. And it's kinda crazy that they're both having skin changes from this plot. Josh says he found a new lab partner, and Drake is told he has to work with Clayton now. And since bro doesn't really speak actual English,
What am I supposed to mix this stuff with?
he can't
What's she trying to say? He got the tism or something? Now y'all fucked up, bruh. Y'all fucked up, bruh.
tell Drake what to do like Josh normally does, causing Drake to accidentally create a dangerous chemical reaction and get rushed into the emergency power shower. Okay, why does it have an alarm?
The power shower.
Hey, watch it. What is this?
It's not a fire alarm. Do you just want people to be aware that someone's getting power showered? What is it? Why? And this is where my vivid memory of this episode began. Drake in that shower freaking out has always been burned into my mind ever since I saw it. But the really big moment in this episode is just a moment later when Drake, all wet and upset, storms out of the shower and apologizes to Josh. And I gotta give it to Drake Bell, and Josh for that matter. This scene catches you off guard. It's not what we expect to see in a Drake and Josh episode, a show that's normally so goofy and completely unserious, and this is actually real acting. Like, I'm believing it. Drake's emotions feel very real here, and we normally only see these two as a comedic duo, which they are great at, so much so that I almost forgot they can actually deliver real acting. And let me just tell you that
most definitely. Didn't Drake play on? Yeah, Drake Bell played on a superhero movie. He did a good job in that one. It had Kevin Hart in it.
the little monologue Drake does hits hard. Harder than Josh got hit in the balls with the ping pong paddle earlier. We get no laugh track, no reaction from the audience, and the quietness makes a big impact, if I'm being honest. The teacher says, Josh, do you want to go talk to Drake? And he says no. And the scene ends. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty empty inside right now. And there are only 2 minutes left in the episode, by the way, which is shocking. How are they gonna wrap this up? I know they obviously make up, but how? Well, cut to a depressed Drake sadly bouncing a ping pong ball by himself when Megan comes into the room to return his guitar, which she says she used to kill a spider, and he's too depressed to even react or get.
They're coming straight in. Trust me, I've got...
mad. There is now 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the episode, and nothing is resolved. Drake looks like he wants to throw himself off of a building, and the two haven't even made up yet. With less than 90 seconds to go, including the credits, Josh bursts through the door, making some fun karate sound effects that harken back to the way the episode started. And the two of them just start playing ping pong in their silly voices from the beginning of the episode. Okay, alright. Look, honestly, the writers could have given us a sappy, emotional emotional speech from Josh about how he forgives Drake and wants to be brothers again, but it wasn't needed, and this ending was a much better choice. There's just something really sweet about their bond being so strong that there's an unspoken understanding between them that things
Exactly. You know what it's called? It's called unspoken words. No, I'm joking, bro. But nah, the thing about that, you know how you argue with your brothers, you feel me, and like, and when you, and like when y'all apologize and shit, when they did you so dirty, but you end up forgiving them like a few weeks later, a few days later, a few weeks later. You get to the point where like you don't have to get that nigga emotional story, like a sob story. Y'all just become cool. Y'all don't have to talk about it. You're like, we cool, and that's it, Nick. There's no need to explain or talk. So,
are okay again. With Josh challenging him to a ping pong battle in a goofy voice,
I've been through it, man.
showing us that he's ready to pick their friendship back up right where it left off. And honestly, yeah, it's one of the sweetest moments in the series. The only thing that bothers me, though, is that Drake didn't truly learn his lesson in this episode. He figures out that he needs Josh more than Josh needs him, sure, but there is no real reflection at all from Drake about his own behavior and the way he treats Josh poorly all the time. His apology scene, while soaking wet from the shower in the classroom, is memorable, don't get me wrong. That shit is burnt into my brain, and it kind of gets me choked up every time. But at the same time, his apology feels a little meaningless because he doesn't actually change. In Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh, he's too busy making out with a random hot girl to notice that Josh is, I don't really know, was it being arrested or getting knocked off a building or both? Yeah, I think it was both.
Wait, where's your brother Josh?
You're so pretty.
And that is basically the same exact scenario as what happens in this episode. Josh has something terrible happen to him, and Drake fails to even notice, let alone care about his own brother, because he's more concerned with playing tonsil hockey with a rando. In Helicopter, Drake tries to take the only parachute and says he'll bring back help, essentially wanting to leave Josh to die to selfishly save only himself.
I'll take it and bring back help. What? What kind of help are you gonna bring back? A dive thing to locate my corpse?
In Dance Contest, he steals away Josh's dance partner for the contest. In Battle of Panther-Thar, I don't fucking know how to say that episode's title, Josh is uninvited from the Sweet 16 because, you guessed it, Drake was making out with a hot girl who happened to be the birthday boy's girlfriend. All of these episodes occur after
Damn, that nigga Drake was stealing hoes. Hey, she not yours no more, bro.
Josh is done. So, very clearly, Drake did not learn any kind of lesson whatsoever from losing Josh and facing consequences for his bad behavior. His apology kind of means nothing in hindsight when you know that in all of the following episodes, he goes back to doing the exact same thing, following his dick at the expense of Josh and everyone else around him. I mean, for real, if Josh was dying of an asthma attack, Drake would be too busy making out with some chick to even toss him his inhaler. And sure,
Yeah, that nigga was on you.
with the neighbor character Robbie reappearing, Josh as a brother. Come on. Okay, you learned anything. Let me know what you've been watching some other videos. If you did, I might eat a hat, I might dance, I might sing. You never know. And to my channel members, the Patreon members, oh.
I think that's it for this video. The extra 2-3 minutes, he was kind of saying the same thing. But, now this is a very great video. Yeah, that was the most intense episode, Drake and Josh. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was crazy, man. I couldn't believe Drake thought like Josh was. Oh, yeah, I can't believe Drake thought Josh was okay with him doing what he did to him, thinking he could get away with it, and Josh think he wanted to be done. You think Josh was gonna get tired of your bullshit, your childish games? Like he just, hey, when he missed that exam, and that's something Josh never ever missed. When he got something to do with school, he never missed. And you do that to him, it's like, damn. That's how you feeling? Like, Yeah, so Josh was like, I'm done with you. But after that, he didn't apologize. No, Drake apologized. And, like, I guess Josh understood. He felt bad. He didn't have to talk. They got back to doing what they was doing. I've been through that before. I'm pretty sure y'all been through that. Some of y'all been through that before where you didn't have to talk. Y'all just cool. I'm cool. Like simple. But I wish he'd have learned his lesson after that. But if he did learn this lesson, the show would have been kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie. Because that's the point of their comedic duo. Like that was the whole point of Jake and Josh. Like so like. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Follow my Reddit. Join the Tjay2dope community on there. Seen some memes and stuff, reactions. DM me on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. More reaction requests. What y'all want to react to? Thank y'all for love and support. Hit that bell to be notified about new video by me. Hey. Your boy Tjay2dope out.